this the interview with Abiotic?
My name is John, I play guitar.
My name is Ray and I do vocals.
What's up? I'm Andres, I'm the drummer.
How and when did the formation of Abiotic?
We formed about 2 years ago with myself and the bass player, Alex. And we were just kind of trying to find the best musicians that we could possibly find for every spot to make sure that we were able to be as tight as possible. And that's where Andres and Ray and Matt came in. We were able to form a very tight-knit group of people who work really well together. So I can speak for myself as I'm really happy with everybody and how it's going.
Right. How's it been, since being signed to Middle Blade? Have they been treating you well?
It's been pretty awesome. I mean, we're a pretty young band and Metal Blade has been very welcoming and helping us out and guiding us in the right direction. And it just feels great to be in a band with, and to be in a label with a bunch of bands that we grew up listening to, and this feels awesome.
Where are you recording your new album?
It's actually, they're based out of Cape Coral, a place called Sonic Assault Studios. So we did some work with them before and they're real cool dudes. They even let us chill over their studio, you know what I mean, hang out. So it's not a bad place, sounds great, and just look out for it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us about the new album?
We can tell you that we're done with recording it pretty much. We can tell you that it's going to sound awesome. It's going to be different than anything you guys have heard from us before. And we're excited to put it out.
Will there be any old songs in your other album you want to?
That's a possibility. I mean, we might have some older tracks on there. We might not. We don't want to give too much away. But that's what we've been working on, and I guess you can say that there might be some other tracks on there.
Where does your band currently reside?
Well, I live in Miami, right in the heart of Miami. I don't know.
Generally, we're all in Miami. Aside from Matt, he lives about an hour north of us, but everybody else is pretty much in the general Miami area.
How do you feel about illegal downloading versus buying the album itself?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. I personally, I guess I guess it really depends on what, level or caliber, of a band you are. I guess starting out, if you're a band that, which every band, has to go through this, where you need to get to an audience, you need to, just get your music out as much as possible. And at that point, downloading obviously is cool, as long as, of course, the band, gives consent as well. Because, I mean, we're, working as hard as we can, spending all of our money to be able to get music, to you and to everybody else. So it's at the point where again it gets a little more serious, and you're trying to do this as a profession and trying to live off of this. And at that point, I mean, I personally feel that if you can, if you really like a band and you support a band, then you can spend $8 and pick up their music and allow them to keep doing what what they want to do, as well as keep making you happy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does everyone else feel the same?
I mean, I know it's difficult. Some people cannot afford, sometimes they can. So I think I agree with John pretty much.
You want to tackle that?
I mean, it's a difficult situation because it's been going on for so long, you know what I mean? The whole legal downloading thing is, what is it, over decades now? Like, it's crazy, you know what I mean? But you're never really going to control that, unfortunately. As far as what I think, I don't think it's such a horrible thing. At the end of the day, they still listen to you, they still jam your music. Okay, are you getting rich off of all these downloads? Hell no, but I mean, at least they still know you and they dig you, and hopefully they come out to shows, help you with some gas flow, some shirts, some merch, stuff like that. That's pretty much where I stand. I'm not saying it's right. Those are pretty much my beliefs.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't already heard about the record label Roadrunner and it coming to an end, what are your opinions on it?
It's a sad story, man. I mean, there's so many awesome bands on the label. There's so many awesome people. Just like people that we work with at Metal Blade. It's the same equivalent people who did stuff for bands. Like Trivium and Lamb of God and all these awesome bands. And those people now are out of a job. And it's just it's a difficult situation for not only bands but also people who helped shape those bands and helped get those bands where they are.
It feels great to know that we're in a label that has been around for 30 years without selling to a major label.
They've mentioned where they're happy that they didn't do what Roadrunner did, that they're the indie record label, and we have a lot of great bands on there.
Yes.
And very successful too. What are your influences, metal and non-metal?
Okay, I'll start. I definitely, of course, you like your metal, but at the end of the day, like I like a lot of other stuff like flamenco music. What else can I say? I even like hip hop. I like rap. I like all types of different music. Now, just like everybody else, everybody went through their little Metallica phase. You know what I mean? Everybody went through the little Megadeth. As you mature, you start listening to more intense music. I don't know, for me, something like Beneath the Massacre. Guys like that really got me into the whole death metal, gravity blasting and stuff like that. They're brutal with that. So, just to name a few, not to go all out.
I listen to everything pretty much, but if, I'm not going to metal, I guess. I'm really into Cradle of Filth, the Black Dahlia Murder, and those are pretty much the two big ones for me.
Big influences, I guess, for myself. Job for a Cowboy kind of started getting me into death metal and heavier stuff. So metal-wise, like Necrophagous, Wretched, Living the Ruins, and a bunch of cool bands like that are doing like more progressive stuff and just have interesting music. As far as non-metal goes, I don't do too much of non-metal. I guess like more jazzy stuff and stuff like that, and classical music. I'm a big fan of classical music too. So stuff like that, stuff with melody and that takes skill and talent.
Awesome. How has it been touring with In Full of Darkness after the Spire and Veil of Math? There was also another tour you did with 40 Winners right before the Shred Till You Dead tour. How was that?
Well, this is the second day of the tour, so first day was awesome. We're having a lot of fun. The bands are fucking amazing. So we're happy to be with a bunch of different musicians that are just at such a high caliber that they're shredding. That's what we're doing here. So they're handling it. And last tour was really, really, really fun. We had a great time with 40 Winners and King Conquer and Dark Sermon previously in reference to the sinking ship. And those are our brothers. We had a great time and hope to be able to go out with them soon in the future.
Awesome. Would you care to share any funny tour stories you've all experienced?
I actually have a funny story.
Because I don't, so.
Yeah. Well, we were invited to sleep over to somebody's house, but we didn't really fit. All of us didn't really fit, so some of us stayed in the van. And for some reason, I think I forgot something in the van, and I went back, and Matt, or the guitar player, was sleeping. And when I opened the door, I didn't see this, but apparently he decided to put his foot right where the hinge of the door is. And I obviously didn't mean to do this, but I just slammed the door, and his toe was caught in there, and it was not a pretty picture. It was pretty bad. I felt bad. But
did you have to go to a doctor?
No, he was okay, but yeah.
There's another one with Matt too that we showed up somewhere, again similar story, somewhere to sleep, and Matt, when we got there, just didn't wake up. So we woke up in the morning. I had no idea where he was or where we were or where anybody was. He just woke up by himself in the van and just freaking out.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything you'd like to share with your fans?
We appreciate all the support and everything you guys have been doing for us, coming out to shows, buying merch, helping us just do what we want to do, keep going, and we can't wait to show you what else we have in store for you guys, new music, knew everything coming, so keep an eye out for it.
We know that we haven't been able to hit many cities yet, and a lot of people are looking forward, to seeing us taken from, the comments and the messages that people have been sending us on our page. And we really look forward to being able to, reach out to those cities and be able to play for other people.
Awesome. Okay. That's it.